Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is your girl Kgray, the makeup plug. I'm really trying to be consistent this time around for you guys. We almost at 1,000 subscribers. So yes, I got another video and it's a client tutorial for y'all. I hope y'all enjoy it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe below for more videos.
I just don't know why you choose me when nobody ever put me first. Ain't nobody ever see me hurt, so I'm really trying to make this work. Oh.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Kgray, the makeup plug, back with a lovely client tutorial for you guys. I'm really trying to start to do client tutorials for you guys. A lot of people like watching my client tutorials. Also, they like watching me too. But guys, I'm telling you, like, I be needing this, like, seriously. So this is just a regular day in my studio of a client that booked me. I tried to get the camera correct, but since this was a busy day, a lot of people was coming in and out of my door, so it's kind of off to the side, guys. But anyway, let's get into the tutorial right now. I did prime her face with the Milk and Magnesia. That's the white stuff on her face. I know a lot of people are probably going to ask me that. It dries out your skin. So you have any oils or anything like that on your face, you want to go in with something drying. So Milk and Magnesia is a good primer for that, even though it's not good for your skin. So yeah, I also like to put it on my brows, guys, because I am telling you, once you put the Milk and Magnesia on your brows come out sharper. The pencil that you're using is seen better after you apply the Milk and Magnesia and let it dry white. So yeah, the pencil that I'm using in this video is from my brand, KGMBEAUTY, coming soon online, guys. I will be having 3 different or 4 different shades, I believe. I can't remember if it's 3 or 4, guys. I haven't really made up my mind about the colors, but yeah. So this is my pencil that I'm going in with her eyebrows with. Now, it do look like I'm going in a little harsh, but that's only because of the drying of the Milk and Magnesia. So yeah. Once you do stroke like hairs in the front of the brows, you want to go ahead and always just brush it out with the spoolie. My Pacific pencil from KGMBEAUTY, the spoolie on there is so soft and bushy. I freaking love it. It literally helps a whole lot when it's come time to like brush the brows and some of the product out of the brows. Like, I be in love with this pencil, guys. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other brow. I'm going to brush some of the Milk and Magnesia dust out of the brows first. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply the pencil to the brow the same way that I did the other side. If you guys have any questions about any product that I'm talking about that I sell, or any product in general, go ahead and comment down below. And I will be getting right back to you guys. Also, if you guys want to see more videos like this, comment down below. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment also below. Alright, so yeah, guys, so I'm just going in with the pencil, and then I did conceal the brows off camera because the brows was just like a long process, especially when the client don't come with the brows arched and cleaned up already. So yeah, so I use the concealer for, let me just explain my concealer technique to you guys. I don't use one concealer on my brows or on my client's skin. I like to mix different concealers because it gives me a thicker and better base, and it's way more full coverage. So my concealers that I love to use will be Shape Tape, the e.l.f. Hydrant, or the regular e.l.f. Concealer. It doesn't matter which one, but I really love the Hydrant. What is it called? The whatever is the white cap on the e.l.f. Concealer. And then I love to go in with, I believe is what is that concealer called? MILAN sometimes, or Revolution concealer. So those would be like the 3 concealers I always mix up for my clients' brows and for their under eyes, especially if they have like dark circles or anything like that. It gives you a real good full coverage, and it gives you a real thick base for the shadow as well. that's just my technique on it, guys. So as you see, I literally took a long time on her brows because I just couldn't get the shape together because the hairs was just growing out way too much around. And I don't clean up my clients' brows only because I don't want nobody to tell me that, you know, you took too much hair off my brows or something like that. And because it's makeup, I feel like I could always, you know, cover it up or fix it. But when it comes to hairs being spiced or sports everywhere around the brows where they're not supposed to be, it's kind of hard to conceal that and make it disappear with the concealer. So yeah. So I took the Juvia's Place Zulu palette, guys. Everybody know this shade, and the Zulu palette is goddess. This is like my favorite shade to use on every client. It doesn't matter your skin tone. It works on every client. So I'm going to take that onto the outer corner of her lids, and I'm just doing a pat and motion. Everybody know that, watch me, pat and motion is key when you're doing shadow, brows, face, anything. Pat and motion only, y'all. So, and I'm taking, this is one of my favorite brushes, very cheap, the Wet n Wild white eyeshadow brush that you can find at your local Dollar Tree for $1. I love these brushes, like I really do. So yeah, so she was going for my signature soft glam this day with a little bit of black in it. So basically my signature soft glam is a nude lid with like any type of brown on the outside, a liner, and then some cute ass lashes. So that'll be my signature soft glam if you want a soft glam. You do have a decision if you want to do the Nude Eye. I can do other things when it comes to soft glam, but that's my signature soft glam when people ask for my soft glams. So I'm going to go in with the black out of Cake by MAC's signature palette, guys. I freaking love this palette, but if you really can see my palette, all my shadows broke and is gone. Like literally, the gold in this palette is gone because the gold was so pretty. I just used it all the way up. But yeah, so I'm just going in and mixing the two shades together, making sure it don't look harsh. So I'm going back and forth with my two brushes. So I have the Morphe brush, and then I have my Wet n Wild brush, just going back and forth, making sure that it's not too harsh. Like the black is not too harsh, and it's not overrolling the brown and everything like that. And I'm just going to do the other side the same way. Everything is Lord Jesus, I cannot talk, y'all. Everything is a pattern motion, like I always tell y'all. Everything's about pattern. And especially when you go into black, you want to go in a little light. You don't want to do what I'm doing. You want to go in real small, real light. I'm actually using a fluffy blender brush, which I shouldn't have used that for this tutorial to film with you guys, but that was the only brush I think I had, because I usually go in with something smaller. So you want to start really small when you're dealing with black, because black could get really messy really fast. And I don't think you can fix black. I think you would have to literally take the whole eye off. So yeah, next thing I'm going to do, a lot of people do not know when you're doing like a nude eye. A lot of people say they use the P. Louise, and then there's other type of bases. But the best base to get the best nude eye will be INGLOT liners. This is the INGLOT liner in the color nude. I don't think this one have numbers attached to it. I believe it's just in the color nude. So I freaking love this INGLOT liner, like, for my soft glams and my nude eyes, because literally it's so tacky. And when it dries down, once you apply your shadow, oh my god, it looks so good. It brings the nude or the white shadow out so good. It's ridiculous. I never tried it on any colors yet. Maybe I should, but for my nude, this INGLOT nude is everything. So I'm going in and I'm patting the INGLOT liner base out until it get tacky. Because basically, once it get tacky is when you want to go ahead and apply your shadow. The tackier the better. You don't want it to dry down too much, because once it gets dry, that means you have to add more, because then it's dry. It's like a dry, it's just like black liner. Like once your matte black liner dry, it's done. So That's the good thing about this. Once you add the powder, which is your shadow over it, it's not going to move at all. So I'm going into my signature palette by Kgraymakeupplug again, and I'm applying that white to her inner corner. I forgot who I got this technique from, but white in the inner corner actually bring the eyes out even more, and you can do that technique with any shadow, like anything. Even if you have like a natural glam and you put a little white in the corner of the eye, it'll bring the eye out way more. I don't do that for my natural glams, but I'm saying you can do it. It's a good technique. So I'm taking that nude shade. She has the best nude pinks and nude, like almost browns in her palette. This is the only palette I use when it comes to soft glam nudes and stuff like that. It's either this or the Juvia's Place palette, but I will say I use this way more now. So I'm just doing a pat and motion. Like I told y'all, the INGLOT liner nude is on there, so you don't have to do much but apply the shadow, and then you want to go ahead and take a darker brown to blend the ends out into the nude shadow as well. I did go in and added, I think, a lighter brown from that same palette, which is I believe that's the Tri palette or something, just to add some definition into it so it won't look cut in between there, so it'll just look like more so ombre, like the brown is going into the black kind of thing. So yeah, the next thing I'm doing is taking my Wet n Wild matte liner, and I'm kind of doing like the butterfly eye. So my butterfly eye would be the liner going up towards the brow, and it's kind of like cutting a slant, like a slanted triangle or L or whatever you want to call it, and then blending the ends out. That's literally my favorite liner to do when I don't want to do a wing liner on my clients. Next, I'm showing you guys the Jewel. What is it called? The Jouet. I forgot this company name is Jewel or Joulet. White gold powder. It's the iridescent. I'm sure you guys know this company. They're everywhere. So now I'm just doing some video for you guys. I'm going to insert a clip for you guys, the video, so you'll see it like on my phone with a lower light. And that's what I'm doing. I always do stuff like this, guys, because I also do my TikTok and my reels on my clients just like this. So I went back into the brows because once you do, I'm not going to say once you do, but a lot of people, once they do the foundation and stuff, they feel as though they can't go back and fix the brows. The brows is always fixable, guys. The brows is always fixable. Well, with my technique, the brows is always fixable. Okay, guys, so her face is already primed. I'm going in with my NARS Luminous Foundation. I'm not sure what shade this is in. Usually when I'm applying foundation, guys, I like to take a small amount on my hand just to warm it up and then apply it to the face with my concealer brush just to even it out on the face so I could give it even foundation. And then I always pat when it comes to me blending it out. So that's what I'm doing now, just evening the foundation out on the face. Also like to go in on my brows with the foundation, only because when you do conceal the brows, you are using a lighter concealer, and we don't want any halos around our brows either, ladies. So the brush I like to use to blend out my foundation, y'all should already know, is Real Technique brushes only. So this is the buffing foundation brush. I also like to use the Instant Pop brush, but today I use the buffing brush. So like I said, everything is a pat in motion, guys. You want to go ahead and pat the foundation in all over the skin. Make sure you go ahead and bring it down to her neck, chin, around the ears, all that good stuff. Alright guys, so usually I don't cream contour, but I felt like the foundation was a perfect color, but I did want to add some warmth into her face because she's like in the middle of like the yellow honey and like a brown sugar type of color. So I just took my Black Radiance contour stick or creamy contour stick, I'm not sure what they call it, and I just went around her forehead and her cheekbones and her nose to conceal and bring depth back into the face. Please excuse my son, guys. I'm sure you hear him in the background. But yeah, so, and I don't like to really go too harsh on the nose because you just don't want them type of lines on the face. So I'm taking my MILAN concealer to conceal. I'm not sure what color this is, guys. Um, like I told y'all, I always conceal with like 3 different brands of concealers because they give you a nice full coverage base. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the nose, the cupid's bow, under the eye, the forehead, and I might just do the chin. I always tell y'all I don't really care about the chin being concealed. Yeah, and then I go in and take the concealer to the brows again just to make sure they're sharp like I need them to be. And if it's any, problems or any issues with your brows, you can always fix it at this point before you blend the concealer. Also, I like to spray my Morphe setting spray on the face throughout me blending, only because it helps the face stay all day. And that's another tip, guys. So I'm taking the Real Technique concealer brush, which is the small one, and I'm going in and buffing out the forehead first, only because I would like for the under eyes to dry down. The more it dry down, the more full coverage you'll get. And then we want to go ahead and buff that out as well. Alright guys, so after I do that, I like to go in with my Real Technique sponge, beauty blender, or my SHAP Miss A sponge. Either one is fine. And I like to go ahead and just pat out the lines before I set the under eye. So today's setting powder will be Laura Mercier, I believe, in honey, mixed with some Sasha Buttercup, I believe. Please do not mark me, y'all. I do not know what I used on her face, but the only powders that I do use will be Laura Mercier. So I'm not sure if it's the honey one or the translucent one. Either one is fine. I only like to go into Sasha Buttercup just to give off that yellow look. Other than that, I always use translucent or the honey Laura Mercier powder. So I'm just doing the under eye, the nose, the brows, the forehead, and the cupid's bow to set. And then I'll do her chin. I also like to carve out the cheekbones with the Sasha Buttercup because, like I said, it gives off a yellow look. And that's what I'm doing right now. And you don't want to go too heavy on the powder when you're carving out the cheekbones, guys. So I'm going to let her bake for a little bit while I bronze her skin up. Today we're using the JUVIS Place bronzers. I freaking love the JUVIS Place bronzers. It's either that or the Fenty Beauty bronzer. But yeah, we're using the JUVIS Place in medium, I believe. Yeah, it's in medium. So basically medium, the medium bronzers give like the caramel look for light skin or brown skin girls. So yeah, it's very creamy and pretty, not too heavy on the skin. And I'm taking my Morphe bronzing brush. I'm not sure the numbers on this brush, guys. Just know it is a Morphe, I guess, blush brush. I'm not sure. And then I also like to go in with a smaller brush for her nose contour or bronzing on the nose. And I also went in with the JUVIS Place blush palette. Guys, so I am missing clips, which is my lip combo. I'm still going to write it below in the description if you guys want to know. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment below for more videos. And let me know what kind of videos on my clients you guys want to see. And until next time, peace.
Sleep. Everybody only use me, so I don't know what you see. Say I don't know what you see me.